DIYers, I am Leeanne, and it's been a while since we've delved into my scrap wood pile, but when I was at Delmar the other day, I saw this awesome magnetic knife clip. So today, we're going to be making a magnetic knife stand, and to do this, I'm using some of my scrap wood pieces. I found a very interesting live edge wood piece. It's a very short piece and I didn't have any other use for it, but it's going to be perfect for this. And then there's an offcut from another shelf. Now I'm really liking the multi-tonal variety of wood here because it's also going to go beautifully with this bamboo chopping board that I also found at Delmar. So this is going to be a bit of a multifunctional piece. You're going to have your knives at the front and you're going to have a spot where you can slot your chopping boards in at the back. So we're going to get started very quickly because this is quite a simple project and you should be able to bang this out in an afternoon. Right, so my idea is that I want this knife stand to be a standing piece, something that's going to support itself. So I'm going to use my offcut shelf here and I'm going to create a foot. I'm going to mount my live edge onto the shelf. So I want to get that nice and straight and I'm just going to mark where the live edge is going to go. All right, and then you guys know how it works. If you've done any projects with us before, we're going to start with guide holes before we do the screws. I'm going to put my live edge wood into my vice grip and tighten it up, just so that it's being held in one place while I put the foot onto it. I'm just going to find my marks again. Right, and I'm going to pop my first screw in. Once that's in, life gets a lot easier. Okay, so that's the front. Look at that, it stands. I'm very proud of myself now. Now the next thing that I want to do is I actually want to mount my knife magnet. So just in case you're a bit confused by this, these metallic strips there, they're magnets. So your knife actually sticks to it like that. If you've spent a good deal of money on your knives, this is definitely the best way to store them. All right, so we're going to mount this onto the front here. And I just want to make sure that if I put it there, my knives will fit. All right, so this is where we are so far. Now what I need to do is I need to secure my cutting board to the back of our project. I want my cutting board to go there, and to do that, I'm going to use one of these brackets. But as you can see, still not really going to secure my chopping board. So I'm going to bend it so that it looks a little bit like this. That way I can screw it onto the back of my project. My chopping board will be secure. And in fact, I've got enough space for another chopping board or even a recipe book at the back here. So I'm going to show you how I did that bend. I'm going to use the vice grip. If you don't have a vice grip, what you can do is you can take a piece of scrap wood like this, screw your bracket onto the back of it, and then use a hammer to bend off this bit. So I'm going to use the vice grip because it's out already. I'm going to pop it in there, tighten my grip, and now I'm going to semi-violently attack my bracket. So I've got it halfway bent, as you can see. Now, just to do that last bend, I'm actually going to use the vice grip to do it. Here we go. Now I have my nice bent bracket. So let's get this onto our project. I am not going to place my brackets too close together because I want to give myself a little bit of freedom if I do want to use a different chopping board or I want something that a little bit bigger to go in. Let's mark that quickly. All right, super simple from here. We're just going to screw it on. Okay, so now that I've been looking at it for a little while, I'm not 100% nuts about how white my foot is. It looks very, very new. I'd like to distress it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a little bit of the spray onto a rag, and I'm going to use the rag to give my foot a wipe. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a stain just to break that hard color. There we go. How awesome does that look? Now, I can add my cutting boards to the back, and you can see how convenient this is going to be, your knives and your cutting boards all in one place. And in fact, I've got enough wiggle room there, so I'm gonna add 2 cutting boards, and my knives go on the front. You just bring it close and that magnet catches it nice and tight onto your board. And let's face it, it looks fantastic. So you can have this standing in your kitchen, your knives and your boards are all in one place. I just think that this is an awesome little project that you can do super quickly. It would make a great gift for the chef in your life. I have really enjoyed doing this project with you. If you do want to see some of our past stuff, you can find us on YouTube and you'll be able to see all of the things that we've built in the past. But for now, we'll be DIYing again together soon.
For more DIY solutions, visit Galma in-store or browse online.